Hello, collective. Welcome into your reading. This is Infinite Light and Love 888. If you're new here, my name is Juka. Welcome in, welcome back. So happy to have you here. I got some new decks this weekend, and I am excited to do a reading with them for you guys and share. The one that we are going to start with today is called Celestial Frequencieies. And we are going to dive in and do an energy check-in for the collective. There has been a lot of energy around identity shifting and healing and focusing in on what you want and making it happen and manifesting that. So let's get into it. When I asked the collective what they wanted to share, or asked Spirit what they wanted to share with the collective, the first card that came out was Archangel Raziel, so Crown Chakra, Secrets, and Leo energy. And this is about divine magic, esoteric understanding, sacred geometry. I feel like I'm getting tongue-tied, and which is interesting because part of what has come out through meditation is about your voice and your throat chakra. So we will get into that. When I pulled from this Celestial Frequencies deck, this is the first card I got. Card number 22 and Focused. You can take in that image. You can screenshot it. There's a lot on here if you would like to look at it a little bit closer and maybe concentrate on that. So the water symbol is also very important. There's lots of pyramids and circles. And it's also given me the feeling of spiraling. And we have the crown chakra that was already stated here with Archangel Raziel. So this feels like we are collectively going through a great expansion of consciousness. And within all of that change, there is a lot happening inside our body. And what do we need to know about that? How do we heal? How do we go through these changes in the most positive way possible? I always take the top and the bottom card of this particular deck, and we have the Ascended Masters, which has to do with group energies and expanded consciousness. Then we also have Archangel Melchizedek, the first high priest, and righteousness. Steps to align is what was standing out with me on this. And we do have the wizard. Goodness, the wizard here. And as I set that down, the next card is the Arcturians with that fifth dimension. And this definitely has an alien type figure in this card as well. Maybe you've been working with the Arcturians, the Arcturian energy. Blue could be standing out to you. So what I did is I got my chakra cards out and I just grabbed the first one that I saw of every chakra and laid them out here. And what was interesting is that this crown chakra card that came out first is the only one that has a lot of information written on it. Every other chakra card is an affirmation. So again, that throat chakra is very important because what are affirmations? That is the way you speak to yourself. It's also the way you believe about yourself. So this just says that helping to balance and heal the crown chakra, selenite can be used to open and activate. This stone also cleanses the auric field and clears blocked energy. So perhaps someone has already been working with selenite and you'll have to let us know. Is that helping? Has that been helping you? Clear quartz is good for amplifying the energy, and it brings a heightened spiritual awareness and expands consciousness. So again, depending on where we are on this journey, different stones helping. Amethyst is great for meditation, and it helps you understand the root cause of an imbalance, including revealing destructive behavior. And I feel like that's what this time period with this identity shifting is showing us, things that maybe we believed, that we're recognizing that perhaps our perspective on that has changed. And you may have been seeing a lot of interactions in your experience of people outside of you behaving a certain way, and you're just recognizing, I'm not aligned with that anymore, or I am aligning to that. So depending on what your experience has been. Now, as I went further into this, I ended up with 3 cards having to do with the solar plexus leading into the third eye. So let's start here. The key concepts of the solar plexus: personal power, identity, opinion, intellect, and action. So, and its element is fire. So this solar plexus, it feels like this, as our consciousness expands, this solar plexus is the one working on this new identity that's rising up. It feels like there's been some sort of and you would know this if this is for you, that your root chakra has leveled up somehow. It's sturdier, it's stronger, it has a stronger foundation. And this is rising up through the solar plexus. And that's where we are getting this feeling of identity shift. It also could bring up something about imposter syndrome, or questioning yourself, having self-doubt. So we'll see if that comes out. This is talking about balancing the solar plexus. Then we have healing the solar plexus. And this specifically says people with a difficult childhood or past trauma often have trouble balancing the third eye chakra. Which was interesting because then the third eye affirmations came out. So if this sounds like you, maybe you want to screenshot this card or even write this down. Practice writing this. Practice in cursive if you can. This is even more connects the neural pathways, writing in cursive. I am confident in my ability to make life work. And I thought that was so significant for the specifics of the solar plexus being the one that has that drive and making life work, and the third eye assisting that. So there you go. And then we have balancing the heart chakra twice. 2 cards coming out for balancing the heart chakra. And that feels that as this energy is moving up through your chakras and it comes through the solar plexus, when it hits the heart space, if there's an identity shift, there could definitely be different emotions come up with that, okay? Now, this says excessive energies can lead to being demanding, overcritical, possessive, and moody. It can also cause you to give excessively to those around you without focusing on your own self-care. So that sounds like that reminder from Spirit to focus on yourself and always make sure you are balancing your self-care with the care of everybody else. It also says a deficient energy can lead to indecisiveness, fear of rejection, as well as the need for constant reassurance. So you may, if you're experiencing any of that, that's telling you whether it's excessive or deficient. Now, what was this one about? What can you do each day to help those around you? Forgive old grudges and let go of the past. This also is helping you to balance the heart chakra. It also says avoid being too critical of yourself and others. Compliment others and go out of your way to spread kindness and bring balance to your heart chakra. So we can be kind, we can say kind things, we can hold the door for someone, we can just say, hey, I was thinking about you today, da-da-da, without overextending ourselves, right? Remembering and maintaining that self-care. Okay, so those are the key points coming out for the chakras. Now, what else is it you want to tell the collective about this focused? This is a deck called the Inner Temple. And I thought, oh my gosh, this sounds like the perfect deck to use for the collective. What do we have here? Bottom of the deck, we have aligned and misaligned. Yes. Alignment. That came out already with what? Melchizedek. Okay. All right. The two cards coming out are the Destiny Life and the Fated Life. This Destiny Life is so connected to the solar plexus. This is what you want to do, where you want to go, what changes you want to make. It could look very different from where you grew up or how you grew up or family dynamics of that growing up process. And no matter how long it's been since you've been away from home, sometimes we go farther and farther and farther in this destiny path, and you can see like, oh my gosh, I am so different now than the way I used to be, and feeling good about that on your path. That's that alignment. Then we also have feminine and masculine. Feminine being the upright. This is that love. That's that heart chakra. That's giving and receiving love. We have assistance here from the divine, from the celestial realm. They're coming in. They're focused on giving you love so that you can go through this shift and become this most authentic you, and then in turn share that part of you, sharing your most authentic self with someone else. How beautiful is that? Coming into alignment with all of that. Let me move this deck out of the way. Okay. All right, so we've got destiny, the feminine energy within. Whether you're masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. It's your energy. It's feeling very Empress-like. That nurturing, grounded, and the water being important, nourishing yourself. A couple notes that I did get in meditation were water, the fluids, body, and flow. So it felt like we were going through a very cellular shift within, and that the importance for drinking lots of water is to help allow this to flow through our body. man, there's a lot going on with the throat chakra. I'm having trouble speaking. I'm tongue-tied. I'm tripping over my words. It's gravelly. There's a lot shifting here. It's so interesting how this comes out in the reading. Also, music could be very important to you right now, or really beneficial in helping move these energies through your body. And there's something about just movement in general. Today I was really focused on getting some things done. I needed groceries and going to do all that, and just being active in normal, mundane ways of, which is a part of self-care, right? You know, we need nourishment. What I was getting from music is something to do with voice activations and transmittance. So this is what you are emitting from you, and water being really important with this fact. So actually I'm kind of seeing sitting by the pool, something about being around water and physically drinking water. And this self-expression is really important at this time. All right. This card, Focused. I'm not going to read the entire thing. There's some great information here. I'm not going to go through the entire thing. But what I did want to share is part of this that says the Oracle interpretation. You are receiving divine quantum light codes that will help with rebalancing instability, and thus this timeline of contemplation will require strategic planning, designing, and refinement. Linking with the Guardian's harmonizing energies, harmonizing the music again. Linking with those energies infuses sacred codes to initiate expansion into inspirational new projects, transformational career shifts, communication enhancement, or shifting health concerns. First, assess and take inventory. Does your situation require new development, restoration, or rebuilding? Great question. Might be something you want to write down and actually journal on. Or do you need an entire overhaul? Be honest. Hidden messages, and we had secrets out here with Archangel Raziel. Hidden messages are about to be revealed, so pay attention. Concentrate and focus on the highest good for all involved. Then, draft and envision your alchemical blueprint to activate your high frequency creation template. And this is spelled, it's written in caps, I-N, and vision. Envision. So it feels like bringing the focus of the third eye, bringing it inward, into you, into yourself, self-healing. And it feels like putting all your time and energy into this shifting identity within. Okay? This can be things like vision boards, quantum resonance, light code, script writing, and the colors of light blue, white, and violet could be very important. Also, crystals of blue quartz and purple fluorite. So that's all I'm going to read out of this book. I'll save it right there. So, focused, your point of focus, destiny, and this feminine energy. The feminine energy is that of creation. It is that of nurturing. So putting your focus into your destiny, where it is you want to go. Because the fated path is like that area of where you were born into and what you were doing. And we do not have to walk the fated path. We have a choice. It's what do you want to align with? That's what I'm hearing. What do you want to align with? I like this. So what do you want the collective to know here as far as identity shifting and their frequencies? What do you want the collective to know? Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. This is a new tarot deck I got. Love the vibrant colors. It was one of those that just really called to me with the vibrant colors. All right, we have the moon, that feminine energy. And actually, even though these are timeless readings, at this moment in time, we are coming up on the full moon this next week. Let's see, just a couple more days, I believe. And the Eight of Cups. Where is it you want to go? Destiny's calling. That's what it feels like. Destiny is calling. And you're internally feeling this. That's why there's so much going on with the solar plexus and rising up into the heart. It's creating this pull. And you may not know where this is coming from. You might find I'm feeling like you might find what? I know what it feels like to me. But Spirit, what do you want to say about that? You might find what? Three of Wands, Nine of Wands, and the Four of Cups. Oh, you might find that what you've been waiting to manifest, you really aren't even concerned with it anymore. It's closing out. This could bring up those emotions. It could lead to feeling disappointed. However, with this particular Four of Cups, they're actually seeing the cup being handed to them. So perhaps you felt down about something coming to a close. You wanted to manifest this one particular thing and it's just not lining up. It's been a battle. It's like you've had to fight to make this happen and you're like, you know what? There's another option. I don't have to take that route, right? That destiny or fated. So you might find a whole new direction that you want to go in. And that it's feeling like to me because the full moon is coming up and they're kind of reminding me of timing, that from the time you're watching this, these new emotions could be coming up in the next 2 to 3 days to a week. And you might get some synchronicities or some confirmations about where it is you want to go. And it's definitely into the unknown. It's like, I know the direction, I want to go that way, but I don't know what's over there. I just feel guided to walk over there and find out. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I'm getting chills. It's like going through my face and through my shoulders. Whew. Can you tell us anything else here? Okay, so identity shifting. I'm getting like 180. Like you were headed here, or not even. Well, it is. It's kind of like a U-turn. Wait, what can you tell us about that? Three of Pentacles. Because something's being revealed. You're putting in the work. You're putting in some type of effort. And you're walking down this path and like something just, it's like something just strikes you, alerts you, or is like an aha moment. You're like, oh, I know what I want. It's kind of like when you're wanting to fix dinner. You're like, I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want. And then maybe you go online and say, what's for dinner? And then all of a sudden something just pops in your head. I know. I want to make beef Wellington, whatever it is. Something very specific. But when you hear it or you see it or when that pops in your head, you know it. And that's this feeling that you have to go somewhere else. You have to go somewhere else to figure out what it is you want, because it's still hidden. Something's going to be revealed. Okay, so what else do you want the collective to know here about this identity shift? Can you tell us any more about what's hidden? The moon. The moon is going to be, okay, thinking about this full moon coming up. That means it's going to be very bright, full, high emotions. And it's going to illuminate this path. Queen of Swords on the bottom, so finding that clarity. There's some kind of a deception, whether this is in a situation, in a direction, I'm hearing, in the direction you were going. Could be a person, could have to do with your job, where you live. But something has had a deceptive energy. And by you going in, they're telling me you do this energy check-in with yourself, with your body. You do this body scan. And as you collect yourself, you draw back in your energy to what you want to do. Justice is created. Balance is created when you bring it back to you and self-care. Then we have the Five of Hordes, maybe hordes of messages. Five of Swords. So whatever, if it's feeling like you thought the direction you were going is what you wanted, but it's a little bit deceptive, because part of that path was because what so many people had perhaps projected onto you, or everybody else's rules, work rules. You know, rules are great, right? But it definitely confines you into a certain area that you have to stay in this barrier. It feels like a circle. You have to stay within this barrier and don't cross the line, or else, you have to leave the group. You have to leave a relationship. So they put rules and regulations surrounding, if you want to be this way, you have to do, say, act, be like this, like all the rest of us. And I'm feeling this energy like you're breaking out, because the next card after that is the Two of Pentacles. You have a choice. And the choice is, do I want to continue to play in that playground? And you're finding clarity about that. Oh, Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. Again, strong feminine energy here. I just heard wayward soul. That could mean something to someone. Let's get a deck here. Since this is all about destiny, your path, identity shifting, this is another new deck I got that's called The Witch's Way Home. And it has lots of animals in this card as well. I'm kind of feeling spirit animals could be very important right now. What do you want the collective to know about uncovering this new path, uncovering this new identity, this most authentic self? Like, I'm back home. That song, Mama, I'm Coming Home, is kind of playing in my mind. Something you've longed or dreamt of for a long time. What do you want the collective to know here? From the Witch's Way Home Oracle. These are new and kind of all stuck together. It feels like part of the message. You've been connected to some group or some... Oh, sorry if that was loud. I have to switch things up here. You've been connected to a certain way of thinking or a certain dynamic, certain group for so long, but you've been wanting to step out. What do you want the collective to know about this? This hidden journey. Your spirit guides. Oh, I love this card too. Dragons. Dragons could be very significant. Again, this feminine energy. Ancestral guides. Ancestral spirit guides. I'm definitely picking up on feminine energies of spirit guides. Card number 23. Bottom of the deck is free your mind. Yes. That's this card right here. Whatever's clogging up your mind, you're freeing yourself by this. And it's because of the choice. You're choosing to. It can be kind of rocky. It can be kind of turbulent. Look at all this. However, the choice, weighing the odds, is what creates the rainbow. Your choice. Your decision. Your decisions matter is what I'm hearing. Okay. Again, this third eye, super important. Very important to this time frame of taking care of yourself and nurturing yourself. What is it you want the collective to know here about the spirit guide? My gosh. Keep tripping over my words. That's so interesting. Listen to your guides and find clarity on your mission. That's what this is about. This is that time frame is coming up that it's going to illuminate a path, your mission, your purpose, something for you. And it feels like it's going to be so simple. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, why did I not think of that before? Wow. All right, let's get an angel number here and close this out for the collective. This angel number in this identity shift. What do you want the collective to know? My goodness, the amount, so many pyramids out here. Perhaps Archangel Metatron is assisting in this shift in your movement and your motivation. Angel number for the collective. Self-care. Card number 789. Practice self-care. Ensure you're getting enough rest and engaging in activities that bring joy into your life. So in this time of that little bit of turbulence, this chaos, things are going on, things are happening, some things are completely out of your control. It's go back to that new foundation that you've built of self-care, whether that's taking a bath, working with crystals, working with light energy, using colors. I'm hearing light therapy. Whatever that is for you, go back to that new foundation that you've created, because something's going to be illuminated to you and it's going to assist you on this new path. I hope this helps. Oh, what's on the bottom here? Starting over. Wow. Okay. Card 210. You are presented with an opportunity for a fresh start and new beginnings. Release regrets and embrace the present moment with openness and optimism. This is like, let it go, let it go, let it go. Bring yourself into balance. And this just feels so aligned with the Two of Pentacles. Choosing a new start. It's your choice. And you get to start over. It's here. All you have to do is choose the new path. All right, collective. I hope this helps. I hope this resonates. If it does, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to leave a comment. And until next time, go out there and lead with love.